Loading up the lap tonight, got my team ready for the fight. Through the grass and across the sea, writing our own destiny. No time to pause, no time to rest. We're climbing higher to be the best. Every gym badge, every win, that's where the legend begins. Luke Superstar, taking the lead, gotta catch 'em all. That's the creed with every Pokémon by my side. We'll battle hard, nowhere to hide. We'll Luke Superstar, taking the lead, gotta catch 'em all. That's the creed with every Pokémon by my side. We'll battle hard, nowhere to hide. We'll loading up the lap tonight, got my team ready for the fight. Through the grass and across the sea, writing our own destiny. No time to pause, no time to rest. We're climbing higher to be the best. Every gym badge, every win, that's where the legend begins. Luke Superstar, taking the lead, gotta catch 'em all. That's the creed with every Pokémon by my side. We'll battle hard, nowhere to hide. We'll Luke Superstar, taking the lead, gotta catch 'em all. That's the creed with every Pokémon by my side. We'll battle hard, nowhere to hide. We'll
What is up, YouTube? It is Luke Superstar here, back with another amazing day in Pokemon Go. I don't know if it's going to be as good as, or as amazing as yesterday, though. Yesterday was crazy. We had the Gigantamax Meowth raids happening. With a star piece and 200 coins, you could get 75,000 Stardust per raid. Or Dynamax battle. They're not raids. And they upgraded you to 20 remote passes, which, you pretty much have to do it remote passes unless you have a bunch of people near you or you host it, which a lot of people can do. But I did 20. I completed all but one, maybe two, I think. I got on horrible teams, did no damage. But anyways, we did 20 Dynamax battles. I keep calling them raids. Dynamax battles, Gigantamax battles, times that by 75,000. We made over 1.5 million Stardust yesterday. So, as far as the PvE getting Stardust side of things, we're definitely not gonna match what we were able to do yesterday. But the good news is we got some cool stuff happening in PvP today, and that's going to be a real good and exciting day for you. So, let's do some updates first, okay? We got a lot of stuff going on. It is, what's the date? It's February 16th. That means a lot of changes are happening. The schedule is about every 2 weeks or so for different raids and bosses and all that good stuff. So, today, a lot of big changes are happening. So, number one, should I pull it up? Let's see. Let's pull it up. I don't want to do any spoilers just yet. Hold on. Today is your last day to do Dialgas and Palkias. Until 3 p.m. your time, you can still do Palkia and Dialga raids. But that's it. So if you didn't get a shiny, last chance for Romance. I'm choking because I'm that sad. Hold on. Last chance for Romance today to get Dialga and Palkia. The good news is we got some new cool raid bosses coming up. So we got Solgaleo, which is a cool looking, awesome type Pokemon. The problem is I think it's shiny locked. I don't think you can get shinies, which is kind of sad. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just not shiny rate improved. So correct me if I'm wrong. But Solgaleo, that's a really cool one. Definitely gonna farm those up so that way in the future you can fuse it with Lunala, do all that good stuff. And then in 2 weeks we got Lunala actually. The other cool one we have is Mega Sableye. That's a cool one. Mega Sableye is not like the greatest raid attacker or anything like that, but it's a good one to have. I know I personally don't have any Mega Dark, well I do now because I did some raids this morning, but I don't have any Mega Ghost or Dark. So now that I have that, that'll help me get some catch candy XP. So whenever we have a community spotlight, Gengar or something, I'll Mega Evolve the Sableye, get all that extra candy. So anyways, it's a really cool one and that starts today as well. I've already done a handful of remote raids this morning, so we have some in our inventory so far in our Pokedex. As for updates, I didn't want to spoiler yet because we got some new shinies. And I don't just mean any shinies. Well, I mean, they're not like super special, but we got some really cool news with the shinies. So now I can spoiler alert. Let's jump to that screen. Check it out. We got, for one, the Gigantamax Meowth. We actually ended up catching a shiny here. So I'll show you that one. Again, this isn't like one of the coolest, most useful Pokemon ever either. It maxes out at like 800 CP. That's if you spend 400,000 Stardust on it in the first place. But I got a shiny. I already have Meowth shinies in general. Well, they're evolved now. So I have the Berserker shiny. So anyways, that's a cool one. That's my first ever Dynamax Gigantamax shiny, so I'm glad we were able to catch one. We did a bunch. Did you see how many I had there? We did a bunch of those yesterday. So like I said, we did 20, and we were able to really capitalize on all that Stardust. The other cool shiny we got is we finally got a shiny Litten. So now we have the white version of the shiny Incineroar, which is going to be awesome. The sad news is it's not really good for PvP stats-wise. Has too much attack. I could use it as a Torracat for PvP, the mid-evolution version, but the sad thing about that is that Pokemon doesn't have a real good move set. So probably won't end up using it, but it's a cool shiny to catch. On top of that, well, this is true and not true, but on top of that, it's our exactly 100th shiny. So it gets the woo confetti and all that good stuff for being our exact 100th shiny. So that's kind of cool, but that's not true. I'll tell you why. Happy Monday, Jenny. Happy Monday. Jenny's in the chat. My #1 fan. What's up? That's not true. Because when I first started playing Pokemon Go, it was a secondary hobby to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So I actually caught a decent amount of shinies, maybe 10, and transferred them to my Pokemon home, threw them in Scarlet and Violet, which is stupid. Because at the time, I didn't realize you can never put them back in Pokemon Go. So it's okay. It was like, I know a few off the top of my head. I had a shiny Typhlosion, a shiny Sableye, which sucks now because, you know, it'd be cool to have now that I can Mega. A shiny, like a Seviper, and a few other ones. Anyways, but now that this account is permanent and we're doing our thing, we're counting it as our 100th shiny exactly. I'm excited. You guys probably have 567 shinies and you've been playing since 2016, and of course your account's way better, but I'm excited for this. This is big news for me. So anyways, I'm excited about that. So that's cool. What else we got today? Oh, so we earned over 1.5 million Stardust yesterday, but we don't have 1.5 million Stardust because we are the worst in the universe at saving. We have to spend, but it's okay because I want to show you where all of that Stardust went. For starters, let me tell you about the stupid mistake I did, which I always do. You're not ever going to get through a Luke Superstar stream without me, I'm talking in third person, making a bonehead stupid mistake. So I didn't do it on stream. It was later in the evening. I was tired. You know, I can make excuses. But I have this Hundo Dialga, which is freaking sick. Hundalga. And I didn't spend Stardust on it. I spent it on the wrong one. See this other one that's 3810? I accidentally, thinking it was the Hundo, spent about 200,000 Stardust on this one. So instead of getting this Hundo Dialga up to whatever, about this amount, 4,000 CP, 41, I stupidly spent it on the non-hundo and only got this one up to 3810 for the same cost. The silver lining, the silver shiny armor trim Dialga silver lining is that this one's still good. It's luckily it wasn't like a 1-star that I wasted on. This one's still okay. I'll just have to spend more money on the other one later. But that was stupid. I was so upset when I did that. I was like, you idiot! Why did you do that? Anyways, it was so stupid. Jenny says I am 866. Get out of here. Hurry up and get remote friends trade with me so you can give me a bunch of those. Anyways, I'm just kidding. So, I wasted a 200,000 Stardust in that one. That was a total waste. But I didn't waste the rest, okay? The good thing is, if when you get 1.5, I'm gonna do this every time, million Stardust, you can throw out 200,000 here, 200,000 there, and you still got plenty. I mean, it adds up quick, and I obviously went through all of it. But let me show you where the rest went, because I'm actually really happy about it. I'll start by saying this. 100% of this Stardust went to PvE stuff. I've been doing all PvP stuff, but I'm okay with this meta, and I saved, still 229, so I still have enough for 1 or 2 Pokemon. But I was kind of neglecting my PvE stuff. We have a bunch of new raids coming up, so I wanted to make sure I had some really strong PvE stuff for these raids, because it just makes it easier. Now I can solo them. A lot of this stuff I can solo. I don't have to worry about hosting raids and stuff. If I just need to go in there and get it done, I can do it myself. So number one, first thing I spent on was my only Shundo. This is the only Shundo that I have, and that's the Shiny Hundo Rillaboom. Okay, so for one, it's my only Shundo. For two, I don't have any Pokemon, 0 Pokemon that are level max. What, 50? I think is what it is. This one's close. I spent as much as I could, and I'm obviously out of candy and XL candy on this one, but it's really close. I spent a lot of XL rare candy on that one. The Palkia is really close. He's right there. I think we're on the... Ooh, we are... Okay, I was looking at the regular candy. I was going to say maybe we have enough now. And so that one's almost there. The Mega Blaziken's almost there. And then from there, everything else is, in the 40s. But anyways, so I went all out. It was 499,000. Luckily, because of the community day that I grinded, I had infinite candy. I have 5,500 left and 215 left after spending 296, and 499,000. So anyways, this one I'm really proud of. So I got it all set up. It has Frenzy Plant because it's the Community Day version. I got its legacy move, but it is my first ever Shundo, first ever completely maxed out Pokemon. So I'm really happy about that. It was worth the investment just for the sake of knowing that you finally have a Shundo, you finally have a maxed out Pokemon. And the good news is Rillaboom's really good. So I didn't have any strong grass attackers anyways. I think my next strongest one was a Shaman. And Shaman's really strong too, but not, I don't have its signature move. I'm probably just erased it someday anyways. Anyway, didn't have a strong grass attacker anyways. This Rillaboom, that Razor Leaf, hits hard. Now, like when I need a grass attacker in like shadow battles, the grunt battles, pull out the Rillaboom, he slaps him down with like 3 Razor Leafs and he doesn't even need a charge move. So anyways, so 500,000 went there. Okay, 250 went to the wrong Dialga. And then there's some other things. Okay, so the other one that I spent a lot on was this Sylveon, which I spent over 200,000 on because I don't really have that many good Dynamax things. So my Dynamax teams are pretty lacking. I had the Charizard, which is my buddy, my number 1 Dynamax. I even have its max move maxed out. But other than that, I really didn't have anything. The Metagross is okay, Gardevoir's okay. But I dropped a bunch on the Sylveon for one because I needed it for the Meowth battles. The tanky fairy type Sylveon was my tank for the Meowth battles, and then I switched into my Charizard for damage. So anyways, that was a good investment. I needed some strong fairy attackers anyways. Mega Sableye, I can use her now on the Mega Sableye. So I spent a lot on that as well. And I spent some on the Gardevoir as well, so I have 2 fairy attackers. So a lot went there. Then what else? Oh. And then pretty much, I did a few other things, but pretty much the rest went into my Megas. I had caught a bunch of the Megas over the last few Mega Raid battles that were in production. Not production, but whatever. And they were all leveled up decently, but I took the time now to say, you know what, I finally have the Stardust. Megas are like the best raid attackers you can get, and so I just invested a lot into my Megas. That being said, not all of these can Mega Evolve. There's only a handful, so let's do it this way. Let's do it where it shows where it can Mega Evolve. So these are the only ones that I actually can Mega Evolve, including my Charizard, which it's not showing right here because I don't have enough Mega Energy. I have to walk in. But anyways, so I put a lot into these 5 plus Charizard. Charizard was already maxed out. Anyway, so the Swampert I got up to 2956. I could still even, you know what, might as well. 20,000, nothing. It's only 40 extra CP, but whatever. I have the candy, let's just do it. So I put some into the Swampert, got the Ampharos all jacked up. I got the Sceptile all jacked up. I don't know why I'm saying jacked up. The Pidgeot was a no-brainer. It's lucky, so it was half the cost. So I got the Pidgeot ramped up, and then the Beedrill. So those are my only Megas. Now I have the Sableye, of course, and this one's pretty decent, I think. Yeah, 14, 14, 14. So I haven't spent any money on the Sableye, but I spent the rest on all those. So it's like 200,000, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000. So, you know, that's $1 million, plus all that other stuff. So that's where all my money went. Oh, you got a gift here from Lego. Yeah, Lego's been generous lately, giving us gifts. Too bad it's like potion. Oh, Stardust. Okay, I'll take that. Thank you, Lego. And so yesterday was a solid day. That's all I'm saying. It ended up being a very good success. I invested a lot of that money I made, Stardust I made, and we saved some for some PvP stuff coming up. So that's an update on that. Today is max battle match-up. So if you don't have, like me, I didn't have this for the Meowth raid and I really could have used it, a fighting Dynamax. Now's a good time to build up your Machop, get a strong one, and have a good fighting Dynamax. So unfortunately, two bonehead things I did yesterday. I had my amazing Blissey that I meant to use as a tank was in a freaking gym like an idiot, so I wasn't able to use that one. But anyways, and then I don't have any fighting, so I had to just use my Charizard. So I have this Machamp, but look at this. 1 star. I'm not going to waste Stardust on that. And then I had this one, but I didn't have enough candy, and it wasn't a traded one. So, and even that one's not super great, so I didn't even have enough candy to evolve it. So, like I'm saying, like me, I've done a few now today. Go get some of those so you have a good fighting Dynamax Pokemon in your team. So that's today as well. Okay, update on that. Tomorrow is Kingdra Spotlight Hour. So get out there and get your Kingdras. Kingdra is amazing. Unfortunately, the current meta is going to be over. But even in general, Great League, Kingdra, and even Ultra League, Kingdra's awesome. Especially Shadow, but we're not going to get Shadows. But anyways, maybe you have a good Shadow and you just need candy. So tomorrow is 2 things. Spotlight Hour, so go get out there, catch a bunch of Kingdras. And also, it's double transfer candy during the Spotlight Hour. So save all the Pokemon that you want to transfer. Stop! Okay, I'm glad I stopped you. Don't transfer any Pokemon today because tomorrow you'll get twice the amount of candy for it that you will today. You're welcome. I'm glad I stopped you. Phew, that was close. You almost just transferred like 16 Dialgas there. That was close. Anyway. So tomorrow's double transfer candy during the Spotlight Hour. So make sure you do that. Also, this is the last update, then we'll jump into some action. Also, tomorrow starts the Lunar New Year event, which is kind of cool. Lunar New Year kind of stuff. I've always liked this stuff. Even growing up as a kid, I thought the Asian culture, fireworks and all that stuff, Lunar New Year was cool. So this starts tomorrow, 10 a.m. And check out all this cool stuff. Increased chance to get lucky Pokemon in trades. So now's the time. If you need some luckies, get out there. Trade. Increased chance to become lucky friends. I think you have to be best friends with someone for this. I don't think it's just any possible friend that you trade with. Don't quote me, but I think, anyway. But if you have some of those best friends, do some gift giving stuff and you'll have a chance to become lucky friends, and then you know your next trade's gonna be lucky and you can pick that Mewtwo or whatever you've been saving for months and years to trade finally. So I have 1 or 2 in mind, but anyway. And then Pokestops may turn gold without a golden lure module, so you have a chance to get a shiny Gimmighoul. So I think you can just use a golden lure module during this event as well, and you have the opportunity to get a shiny gimme goal, which is normally locked, shiny locked. So now's the only chance. So if you like Goldango and you want a shiny, now's the time to get one. Okay, and then also shiny Blitzel and shiny Darumaka, which is kind of cool. Also, there's a paid research. So I have a shiny Darumaka, which is kind of cool. I don't have the fire version, but I do have the shiny ice version, which is kind of cool. I wish I would have, actually I think it was going to be over 1500 when I evolved it anyway, so I never would have been able to use it for PvP, but I throw it in gyms. It says right there, Gym Defender. And then this one actually is a hundo, which is kind of cool. This was one of my first hundos ever. But catching a shiny one would be really cool. That's it. That's all the updates for PvE. So now we can really jump into the freaking PvP. But Jenny says, can it evolve? Are you talking about the gimme goal? I don't see why it wouldn't be able to. If that's what you're talking about. Tell me what you're talking about. If it's a gimme goal, I'm sure it can evolve into the shiny Goldango. Why wouldn't it be able to? So, let's get into the really fun stuff that I have planned today. You know me, if you've been watching more than one time, you know that I put together some wacky teams for Great League. We're in a weird meta, and I have a wacky team, but it's not a total left field off the wall wacky team. This is, spoiler alert, I tested it last night. I did 5 battles because I had 5 left, and I said, let me just test it so I don't get wrecked. I went 5-0. I'm not making any promises. I'm not going to say I'm going to go 5-0 now or anything, but in my little small test research, it crushed. So let me show you, and then let me tell you about it, and then let me tell you my thinking. Oh, yeah, let's see. Jenny says she's caught some before that don't evolve. Do I even have any? How do you spell it? I thought it was G-I. Maybe I transferred all mine. I think I've transferred all my gimme goals. I think I transferred all mine. I don't know, Jenny. You know me. I don't know anything about anything Pokemon. I just come and do things. If you find the answer, post it in the chat, though. So, look at this team. Shadow Greninja, which you're probably going to see every day for the next 6 months since I ended up using my Elite Charge TM out of it. I need to get my money's worth. Not really, but, you know, it worked for this team anyways. Shadow Greninja coming back now that we got the Hydro Cannon Spam Grenade Hydro Launcher online. Drapion, and I'll tell you why I picked Drapion or Drapion. And then we got that big... That was gross. I don't know why I did that. Big Lick Energy. Yes, I said lick, okay? Don't go reporting my YouTube channel saying I'm saying bad words. Big Lick Energy. But let me tell you about this team because it's funky, okay? So here's my thinking. I use my Elite Charge TM on Greninja. I don't have one for Lickilicky. Lickilicky, you need one to have Body Slam to use its spam move. So I don't have a spam move on Lickilicky. So what that means is I have strong moves. Before I was using Shadow Ball and Earthquake, but I did something. I did something crazy. So here's what I did. Look at this. It's crazy, but it works. Trust me. I went with Hyper Beam. Who uses Hyper Beam? No one. But I do. Oh, okay. So Jenny says it was a costume version. That's why she thinks it doesn't evolve. That's probably exactly what it is. Hyper Beam. Let me pull it up for you on this screen here. Hyper Beam is... You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. Hyper Beam is 80... Let me make it big so you can see it. 80 energy. 80 for a massive 180 damage though. What this means is no matter who I throw a Hyper Beam at, they're dead. I don't even care if you're a ghost. I don't even care if you're a ghost steel. No, that'll probably resist it. Plus, you can't use steel in this meta anyways. But anyways, 80 energy for 180 damage. So, yes, that's absolutely crazy. That's just ridiculous. Lucas, you're just doing crazy stuff for content that's never gonna work. I hit a few yesterday. Anyway, so here's the thinking behind the team, okay? So, we have Greninja, Shadow Greninja, and Drapion. Why? Those are the two spammiest mofos on Earth. So the plan is this. The plan is to use Greninja and Drapion and spam as much as I can and get all of those shields down. Then I bring in Licky, and Licky has really good energy build with rollout and really good tankiness, so I can sit there for a while, especially if I can preserve shields and build up enough energy that I drop the sledgehammer down with Hyper Beam and even Earthquake. Earthquake, I mean, especially to like another Drapion or a Poison type or anything, is already massive. But Hyper Beam, when I get a chance to drop that, they're going bye-bye. So that's my thinking. I think it's gonna work, okay? I think Greninja and Drapion are spammy enough to get out enough shields that will allow Licky to do what I want it to do. So there's only one way to find out, as usual. We're gonna dive in the action. We're gonna see if this on paper, flawless, meta, amazing thought process team actually works in practical play. Like I said, yesterday it did, so we'll find out now if it's gonna work again today. Maybe last night I was playing against people that were tired and weren't trying and weren't thinking about shields, but I think it's gonna work. And the good thing is like, I don't really think that Greninja has a matchup that Drapion isn't okay with. I don't think there's like anything that hard crushes both of them. So I should be able to, you know, switch them kind of back and forth before I even think about putting the Licky. And if I really need to put in the Licky early, I will have him build up an energy, bank it, switch back in, whatever. So anyway, I don't know. That's we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it and see if it works. Jenny says good luck. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. So, moment of truth. Here we go. Let's see if it works. I think it's gonna work. I'm nervous. It's gonna work. There's no doubt about it. It's gonna work. Jenny, let me ask you something while I have you here. Is the game audio loud enough or is it too quiet? Okay, this is a bad matchup, so we're gonna build some energy, switch in the Drapion. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna Night Slash, and then we're gonna get out. So that way we maybe bait a shield. We probably should have Hydro Cannon, but it's okay. Bait a shield. Yes, okay, one shield down, and we made a catch. So hopefully this is Poison Sting, and now we're in it to win it. And one shield down, ready for the Drapion. I mean for the Licky. Okay, and look, now we just spam out the Aqua Tails. The Aqua Tail's not the strongest move on Earth, but it's strong enough to, you know, do some health bars and force out some shields. So, okay, he tanks that one, good for him. Crunch is even stronger, so let's save a shield here. And let's go into a crunch this time. Okay, we can't take any more of those. Okay, good. Crunch will do just fine. I mean, this is kind of the plan. Like, it's okay if the Drapion goes down. It's not, it's our baiter. It's our master baiter. It's not, it's not our damage dealer. Okay, good. Now we just throw in this. So the sad news is Obstagoon's bad into the Greninja here. But it's okay. I mean, if we bait shields, we bait shields. Let's save this for a catch. And good news is we can get off a Hydro Cannon because we are ahead on energy. Ooh, we didn't. That's okay. So we use one shield here, no problem. Hydro Cannon will kill this Obstagoon. So guess what? Once this last shield is down, Licky comes in and just crushes. The problem is Obstagoon kind of sucks against Licky. That's like one of the only ones we don't want to see matchup-wise because it has... It actually has fighting damage. Look at that. Okay, perfect. That's good. Getting rid of the Obstagoon is ideal. Let's bring in the Licky, and then we'll try and use a Drapion for a catch. So this is actually best case scenario here. We want this Dunsparce who does no damage to us. We're gonna shield, keep him so healthy that we can build up 2. Once we get to 2 hyper beams, it's over. It's gonna take some hits here. It'll take some hits here, but we eventually will get there. Or even 2 earthquakes is probably the play. But, whew. Okay, so Jenny, I knew it was on the low side, so I'll adjust it after this game. That's why I asked. Oh, that's maxed out energy. Okay, so I have to use one now. So we'll use an earthquake here. Okay, I didn't realize I was gonna bank and max out. So let's catch here if we can. Okay, we didn't. He took that earthquake like a champ. Okay, so this is actually good. We need to get to 2 more earthquakes because he's got a shield, and I don't think we do because I think he's got a move ready. So he's got 2 moves. Dang it. Obstagoon was the problem on that one. Okay, so it didn't work that time. We just didn't quite bait out enough shields okay, that was probably worst case scenario as far as matchup goes because Ariados and Obstagoon both really hard beat the Greninja, and so right away we were at a disadvantage, not being able to have any sort of good place for the Greninja to bait out some shields. And unfortunately that Hydro Cannon just didn't kill the Obstagoon. If he would have killed there, match is over, we win, but it just wasn't quite enough. So let me turn up the game volume a little bit. So I'm just kind of just sliding it a little bit. So you tell me now, if you don't mind, and I appreciate your feedback, if that makes a difference. I don't want it to be too loud. I don't want it to where I'm talking and the game volume's blasting, but I want you to be able to hear it. I don't want you to only hear my voice. Okay, Dragonair, now we have a good matchup here. Anything is good that the Greninja doesn't just hard die to, so he switches out. Okay, so the double's bad. So let's just Hydro Cannon here, and then we'll actually switch into the Drapion, which is a really good matchup into the double. Look at that damage. So he tanks it, but look how spammy we are here. He just quits. That counts too. We'll take that too. See, he knew. He's watching the stream. I say he, I don't know. They're watching the stream. They're like, oh my God, I don't want to get hyper beamed on stream. That's embarrassing. Anyway. Okay, thank you, Jenny. Volume should be good for everyone. Thanks. I've been trying to dial it in over the past few streams, and then after it's hard because I don't want to like pull it up and listen to it as it's playing because then you hear that and whatever. Okay. Charge-a-bug. This is not what we want. So let's just get out immediately because you know what? I should have just switched straight into the Lickilicky. Charge-a-bug's bad, obviously, because he's electric and bug. But he's bad especially because his fast move kills Greninja in like 5 hits. So we don't have a chance to do anything with it. So let's tank one. We should be using some shields up front, but not all of them. Because if we can save shields for Lickilicky as well, then it's really going to do some damage. Okay, so what do we do here? Outrage. So if he charges a lot, we block. Swift is another move he might have. So if it's early, we just go down. Okay, he's building that energy, but this will be shields here. Is it 1 shield or 2? Okay, this will be shield number 1 for sure. We save him for a catch, and then we use our own shields here. That's fine. Even if we use both here, that's fine because we're gonna bait out another one or make him leave the battlefield. Okay. It's going well. The Lickilicky's the secret weapon hiding in the back, ready to crush on that Charge-a-bug. Okay, just tanks it. Good for him. Okay, now we Hydro Cannon here. And this will force out shield for sure. If not, then we're just sitting really, really, really good. If he shields here, we go into the Lickilicky and we just get ready to drop a bomb. He does. Okay, but we don't have a switch yet. That's okay, because the good news is we have fast move pressure too, and we still have a shield. So the whole time that we are hitting him, we're building energy and we're doing big damage. So this is best case scenario. And then whoever comes in and switches out is going to take a hyper beam for their troubles. Who does he have left? Did he show all 3 Pokemon? Kingdra, Charjabug. Nope, but guess what? Dunsparce, you're gonna eat a Hyper Beam from the Big Lick. Here we go, let's see how much damage it does. 180, it says on paper, not resisted. Boom! That was pretty good. I expected more, to be honest, but I mean, Dunsparce is the tankiest of all tanks, so we have to do a catch probably to win here. Okay, so let's do 3 and then switch. 1, 2, switch. Damn it! I was right in the middle of the animation. Now we lose. That was it. That was it. I was just stuck in the turn there. All right, GG's. So, dang it. Fuck you, Dunsparce. I'm sorry, I don't cuss a lot, but I hate that Pokemon. I sincerely apologize. I'm not a cursing person. But I hate that Pokemon more than anything. I've already said this. I hate the design. I think it's the ugliest Pokemon. I think it's stupidly tanky. It's stupidly spammy. It looks like a bug, but it's a normal. It has rock and ground moves, but it's a normal. It doesn't even have normal moves. It's like the dumbest design and the dumbest Pokemon. And of course it's available in this league to just be annoying. Okay. Any other Pokemon dies to the Hyper Beam. Now we know though, the good thing is now we know is that we can't one-shot the Dunsparce. Anything else in the entire meta probably gets one-shot, but not the Dunsparce or another Licky. Must undercharge Greninja. What do you mean? So usually what I do with Greninja, if this is what you're saying, is I'll charge up a little bit and then I'll get out if I'm going to be in a charge priority tie kind of situation. Again, I'm not a pro here. I just do things. So if anything, what we may do is switch to Drapion to lead. But also, I need to use Crunch more. I can't just Aqua Tail my way to victory because he might, so I think we just go straight into Hydro Cannon here. I can't just Aqua Tail, so this is an Aqua Tail for sure. I can't just always Aqua Tail and bait. Sometimes I have to do the stronger move. So we resist that just fine. We do way more damage here. So we take a shield off of him. He doesn't take a shield off of us. We do, he doesn't shield and he just dies. Okay. If the Hydro Cannon is probably the other move we want to hit, so let's switch out of this one here. Okay, let's just go into the Crunch. So I'm expecting him to tank this because he probably thinks it's Aqua Tail. So that's what I mean. Sometimes I got to throw out the stronger moves. Okay, he doesn't tank. Now we'll spam. Now we'll just get spammy on him here. Because if we can really get the second shield, then Licky's in really good shape. But check this out. I'm going to switch to the Licky as soon as I can. Let's shield one. Because this could be an Earthquake or something. And my Earthquake kills this Tyrant. Okay, that was a good shield. Let's actually Crunch. Try and get a little bit more damage down. But my Earthquake will kill this Tyrantrum. So if I can just get to an Earthquake, then there you go. Match is already over. Look at that, he's just tanking. Oh, he has to tank it now. Okay, that's fine. Do I get this off? Okay, I'll just let the Drapion die here. Did its job. Now we go into the Licky. Unless he's got an Obstagoon or a Vigoroth or a Double, we should be able to build up enough energy. Ooh, Shiftree not gonna get it done. We'll tank one. Ooh, Shadow Shiftree. We'll tank one and then Shiftree's going bye-bye. And then we still got the Greninja if we really need. So we'll get to Hyper Beam. He's a Shadow, so Earthquake probably kills, to be honest, even though it's resisted. But we're dropping Hyper Bombs today. So let's see. Okay, we got him. He's dead. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't know if this was the best use of energy, but it's funner, so I'm going to do it. Boom! Bye-bye! And then who's he got left? Oh, okay. Dead. I didn't even realize. I'm horrible at remembering who he's got left and who they don't got left, but Hyper Beam dropped! Hyper Bombs. That's what we should call them. Hyper Bombs. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Good call. Real Tio says undercharge, meaning when I do my move, if I don't want to kill them, undercharge. Don't hit all the orbs, don't hit all the bubbles, so I don't kill or faint them. That way I can farm them down a little bit more. So that's a really good call. However, I'm not good at calculating how much damage it's going to do or not do. And if it makes really, really like obvious sense to undercharge and not kill them, that's a tactic that I need to put in my till belt so I can start doing that. Because that often is the play. But it has to be really obvious for me to spot it because I'm kind of an amateur. And so unless it's like super obvious that I should undercharge, I probably won't. But I don't even remember that that's even a thing. I'm so used to playing PvE that you always max charge. So thank you, Real Tio. That's actually a really good point. Okay, here I got to get out of this. I got to run from this as fast as possible. So we'll just go straight into the Drapion here. And we'll just crunch. Oh, no, okay. Good catch, good catch. I was going to stop, but it was a good catch. I give him credit. So we're just going to spam out as many Aqua Tails as possible and then get back into the Greninja ASAP. And we resist Umbreon. He's got normal and dark. That's all he has. So we're resisted with Drapion. So we'll just tank it, all of it. He's going to tank it. We're going to tank it. And this is going to be a wet noodle fight. No one's going to do any damage to anyone. Or let's do this. I have an idea. This is what we're going to... No, we're not going to do this. I was going to say I can take this time against the Umbreon to really, really build up some energy on Licky. But then the problem is if he comes back in with Vigoroth, and Vigoroth has shields, which he does, then I'm going to be out of... I'm going to get my big move shielded, and all that energy will be wasted. So I do got to try and bait out some shields here. So let's go into this first now. Now we can get to Hydro Cannon. Let's expect a catch here. He doesn't, so we're just going to rip it. And then we'll use our shields on Greninja here. The problem... Nah, this is bad. Let me tell you why. Because he can come in now with Vigoroth and just fast move me down. But I'm spammy! So can I spam... Oh, he goes in the Ariados. Okay. I'm spammy though. I'm a spammy little ninja. Frog ninja. So I'm gonna get shields, which is the goal. The Licky, even though Shadow Greninja's the hammer hitter, today Licky is the one that's gonna... By the way, very nice shiny Ariados. I give you absolute props for that, opponent. I think that shiny Ariados is very cool. So, good job catching that. Hopefully that means the stats are just horrible and it really wanted to use it. So we're ahead now. So now we're ahead on shields, we're ahead on spam. I don't think he has any energy, but let's just switch straight into Licky right away. Because what I don't want him to do is come right in right away with another Pokemon and fire off a move like this. So hopefully this is Rock Slide or Body Slam and not Brick Break. And then guess what? Hyper Beam probably kills Vigoroth. He's no Dunsparce. He's no Dunsparce. Hyper Bomb should defeat him. Should knock him out. Is it going to? Hyper Bomb. Boom! And Vigoroth's tanky. Vigoroth is no slouch. But it's a 180 damage Hyper Beam. Now we just Earthquake if we can get there. Oh, we can't. Okay. Okay, Hydro Cannon wins. Okay, there you go. There you go. Guaranteed that Vigoroth was not expecting that. I mean, it doesn't matter because we did what we were planning to do. We baited the shields. Once those shields are down, it's not going to be super effective. Normal's not super effective into anything, but it's going to be effective. Hyper Bomb. Must charge Greninja. No! Vigo win again, Licky. Against Licky? Well, not that time, because he got hyper bombed. But I appreciate you helping me out, Real Tio. I'm not an expert. Winning record! I didn't go 5-0 like I said I did last night, but I should have went 4-0. That frickin' Dunsparce should have... I hate Dunsparce. I hate Dunsparce with a raging, burning Passion. I was trying to think of a cool word, but passion's the only thing that came to mind. All right, let's get a shiny. Of course not. Let's use, slow down. Let's use Pineapps. I always forget. Let's go for the excellent. Ready? Oh, hey, that was a horrible throw because I like at the last minute tried to stop. That's all right, we caught him. But I like to go for excellence. 3-2, we got a winning record. We're doing good. Those stats are probably Garbo on the Lapras. The only thing that sucks in these encounters is like the minimum IVs are really high. So I don't think you can ever catch a useful Pokemon if they're, so look at that. If they're PvP, I mean, it's good. You can trade them. So it's good to catch them in general, but I digress. I never say that. A lot of people say that. I digress whenever they're saying something, they go off on a tangent and they try to come back. Anyway, that's not a common phrase by me, but for some reason, that's what came to mind, so I said it. We're getting weird, man. I'm weird. I need to, whatever. All right. If you're just joining us, the plan is spam out shields with Greninja and Drapion. Come in with Licky, who's not running Body Slam. We are running Earthquake and Hyper Beam. Hyper Bomb. So the goal is to drop Hyper Bombs on them. So we're spamming out shields just like that. Okay, this is fine. This might be a Mega Horn, so we're actually going to shield this one. If it's not, then good job. You baited me. Lunge. Okay, that's fine. You probably got to 2. That's okay. But that's the only shield we're going to use on these 2 Pokemon. Unless we need one on the Greninja. Crunch. There you go. Both shields down. Now we just go into spam mode. And then as soon as the Licky is available, we bring him in and we start ripping the Hyper Beams. Which we're going to do that right now, as soon as we can. Now we'll go into a crunch here. So actually Shadow Greninja beats the Miltank. Ice Beam and Body Slam is typically what the Miltank runs, and we resist that, even though we're Shadow. So, but we're gonna bring in the Licky now. This is the perfect chance to bring it in because Miltank doesn't threaten our health bar at all. So it'll really give us a chance to build up a bunch of energy here. And then hopefully he switches before we have to use any of it. And then that way the healthiest Pokemon he has we bring in and we drop the bomb. Which I think may happen. We'll overcharge here a little bit and then we'll Earthquake if we need to. Because we'll max out on energy anyways. So there's no point of just fast moving when we have a full tank of gas, so to speak. So he's gonna stay in. It's alright. Okay, he doesn't. But, oh, this might just kill the Sableye. So he resists the Hyper Bomb, so we're not gonna drop it. But this may kill him. This is gonna hurt him bad. Boom! Okay, 60%. But we almost have another one loaded. What does he use? I think we tank it. I don't think he's got... Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Oh, do we get there now, though? We do. Okay, bye-bye. Now we still have the Greninja loaded, locked and loaded in the back, too. So, let's just switch into that right away. And then, ooh, okay, we should have a shield. Okay. Hydro Cannon wins the day. He doesn't get to a move before us. And Hydro Cannon should kill here because it's a Shadow Greninja. Oh. This won't kill us. It's a Body Slam, it won't kill us. Can we overfarm though? Okay, so let's do what he said. Let's undercharge. Let's undercharge this. Fast move him, let's get a few. Fast move him down, build up that energy. Look at that. That was the play. That was the play. Now we can beat him to lunge. Oh, he already has one. That's okay, we still win. But that's a good call. That might have won us. Actually, it didn't make a difference because he had a lunge ready. I didn't think he had a lunge ready though. But we just have too much now. Okay, we catch here. We didn't catch. Shit, now we may lose. We have to hope that our crunch kills and his lunge doesn't. No, damn it. Undercharging wasn't the play. See what happens when I listen to chat? Either way, I don't think that changes anything. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't think that changes anything. I didn't think that he had a lunge ready. I thought that he left with no energy, maybe one hit of energy. So I thought, as spammy as Greninja is, we beat him there. So dang it. I may have to make a change. Let me tell you why. Greninja's spammy and Drapion is spammy, but they both kind of share. Greninja hits hard. Drapion doesn't hit hard. So I think it has spamability, but I don't think it has shield pressure. If you understand those two different things. Spamability means you get out moves fast. Shield pressure means the moves that you get out, like, people want to block. So Greninja has both. Greninja can spam and force shields. The problem is we can't take any damage with Greninja. So maybe we do this. Here's what we do. Let's use some shields on Greninja. We've been trying to get him out of there and save shields, but let's use him on the Greninja, and we'll use shields and force shields, and then that way Licky at the end is in a no shields competition. So for sure against Miltank, we actually win against Miltank, especially with shields. So 3 each. If he goes into a body slam, it's 3 each. So we're always going to beat him on charge priority, move for move. And it's about equal damage. His body slam to my Shadow Greninja does probably the same as my Hydro Cannon to his move. So he's overcharging, so we'll just shield. Like I said, we'll just shield. Now we just Night Slash. Actually, let's overcharge. Okay, he's got Thunderbolt. Let's go 1 and then go. Let's just Hydro Cannon. So let's undercharge this one though, because if he doesn't shield, then we may get off one more attack. Okay, we didn't, but that's okay. Now we Hydro Cannon again, and then again, that's the play. Let's just use the Greninja, because the Greninja has shield pressure. And then, so here's my thinking. This is actually a really good idea, okay? So we shield again, that's fine. My idea is that then the Licky comes in and does his thing, and then if the Licky doesn't carry us all the way home, the spamminess of Drapion will. So this probably kills. KOs, knocks out, doesn't kill, knocks out. Oh, it's shields. Okay, that's fine. We just let the Greninja go down now. No problem. Greninja did his job. Got both shields out. Now we bring in the Licky, which does good rock move damage on the Ariados anyways. And then, if we need to, the Drapion will bring us home. See that super effective damage? So we just farm him down now. So he's gonna hit us. We'll tank up a lot of it. If at some point we have to do a catch and save the energy, we will. Okay, Meghorn, that's a big one. Sheesh. Okay, so look at this. Now we Hyper Beam. No way Malamar survives this. No way on earth. It's not a tanky Pokemon. It should go bye-bye. I think. Boom! Nope, but good enough. Okay, this is probably a superpower, so that's what you call a catch right there, which it's not really, because it is, but it's not resisted. It's neutral. But that was perfect. Now we farm him down, and now we just crunch, and we beat the Ariados. So that worked exactly like I was hoping it would. I think that's better. I think that's a better play to do it that way. To just invest heavily up front into the Greninja, because he's the shield pressure. Get the shields down. Licky comes in, drops the nuke on someone, and then Drapion cleans up with Aqua Tails and crunches. That sounds like a good plan. That sounds like a good plan, right? It worked. So, sounds like a good plan. Anyways, don't go anywhere. Enjoy this short commercial break. Actually, what's funny is I'm working on, I don't have any sponsors or anything, but it's going to be a parody. But I'm working on a commercial that can play when I need to take a short bathroom break and stuff. That's going to be really funny in the future. So hopefully by tomorrow or the next few days, it'll be ready. But I have to use the bathroom. So instead, enjoy this cool song. It'll just take 10 seconds. I'll be right back.
Loading up the lap tonight. Got my team ready for the fight. Through the grass and across the sea, writing our own destiny. No time to pause, no time to rest. We're climbing higher to be the best. Every gym badge, every win, that's where the legend begins. Luke superstar, taking the lead, gotta catch 'em all. That's the creed with every Pokémon by my side. We'll battle hard, nowhere to hide.
Told you, I'm fast. 3 and 4 overall. Wait, did I put that one in the wrong box? Because we won that. I wasn't 2 and 4 before that, was I? That's 7 matches. Then I went 3 and 2, so I put that one in the wrong box. So I should be 4 and 3. Okay, perfect. All right, winning record so far. So I think that's a better plan. I think using Greninja to really force out the shields and use our shields if we need to. If we need to, though. Greninja, although he's Shadow and he's glassy, he can tank like an Aqua Tail or something, or a Crunch. But anyway, that's the plan. So we just crushed the Girafarig on this one. Girafarig. So he just switched out immediately. Straight into the low kicks with Bug Bite. Force out shields. So we'll do this. We'll sit here and eat these Bug Bites. It's fine. It's gonna do good damage, but we're spammy enough that we should get off 2 Hydrokin. No, we're not gonna get to. We're not going to. I saw the way the damage was hitting and I was like, no, we gotta get out of this. So we resist here. X-Scissor. So this is fine. Okay. Trailblaze we resist as well, even though it gives him attack boost. So he'll probably shield because maybe not, but he'll probably shield because he's in it with an attack boost now. And I was gonna say, he doesn't want to just die with an attack boost. So now he's got a shield. Or else he just goes down. Or he just goes down. I find that a lot of players, when they attack boost, they don't want to just give up on that Pokemon. But this person's smart. They did. The right play was to let him go down there. Okay, low punny. Let's go into a crunch here. Force shield or do big damage. And then we'll switch into Licky here, because she has fighting. And again, they're doing good with their shields here. Can we get to at least one more Aqua Tail? We can! That helps. That helps. That was spammy. That was spammy. Getting to this Aqua Tail is good. We were dead anyway, so the good news is now we can save for a catch. Can we switch? Nope, we didn't have time. So I guess we go into the Licky here. We have 2 shields. I don't like that her fast move does damage to us, though. So, you know, I shouldn't have shielded. She's using Ice Punch and Fire Punch, or Triple Axle. And so it's not very strong. So I just gotta tank it. At least one. Because I don't know what else they have. And it's better to tank this than some other move that someone else has that's way stronger. Now we go into the Hyper Beam against this one. I always forget how to say the name. I don't know how tanky this Pokemon is, but it's gonna do some massive damage. Here we go. Boo! Oh! It kills! It absolutely destroyed! Now we just Earthquake for the win here. And we have a shield. I'm telling you, people did not expect the Hyper Bomb! Here you go. I forget, I can't pronounce that Pokemon's name ever. Girafarig, right? Is that right? I know Farigiraf, the evolved one, but I don't know how to say that one. Hyper Bomb, dropping hyper bombs on the competition. Anyway, that was a horrible little catchphrase song. That was sick. I just thought about the Dunsparce and it made me angry again. I hate Dunsparce. I hate Dunsparce. That's how the Hyper Beam should go. Any Hyper Beam that I drop should just delete you, just like that. That Dunsparce that survived, it's still under my skin. Anyway, we won 5 and 3. That was a good one. 5 and 3. It's working. This plan is working. I think we're figuring it out, and we figured it out a little bit more too. I think the Greninja, using some shields on it, forcing out some shields early, spending shields and forcing shields, puts the Licky in a much better position to get off an Earthquake or a Hyper Beam. And so far, almost every time that we've needed to get one off, we have. Only one of those times did it not KO, and that was against the Dunsparce. But other than that, it's a hyper bomb, and we're dropping it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Greninja, mirror match. So this one's good for us because we win charge priority here. So we just go straight into Hydro Cannon. We win charge. How do we not win charge priority? We're a Shadow. That's not legit. This has to be a Night Slash. How, dude? Someone explain to me. Unless he's got like max attack and no bulk at all, there's no way on God's green earth that he should have won that charge priority. Unless I'm missing something. Did I miss a turn? See how it looks like he's going... See how it looks like we're off-timed there? Did I miss a turn at the very start? Because I was spamming. There's no way I should have. Either way, it's okay. We force shields, they force shields. It is what it is. So now we're fine. Now we just go into... Let's just go straight into the Licky because we can take a Hydro Cannon. We can take a Hydro Cannon with the Licky and that's probably the best person to take it on if we're going to take it on. Plus now shields are down, we have a chance to farm up here, and if we need to Earthquake, we can. He's just going to stay in. Wow, if I had Body Slam, I think he just kills me now. I'm calling bull. I'm calling bull. There's no way that any stat setup Greninja should beat me, right? There's no way. There's no possible way they can get 20% more stats than a Shadow, right? Right? So it had to have been a lag issue where I didn't get my move off first turn. This Night Slash probably kills. I mean, we're not out of it, but that just frustrates me. Because, like, that right there, you lose the match. Or you don't lose, but you're in bad shape. Okay, now we just switch out, which I don't know why. We really didn't need to. But we outspammed. Okay, he saved the energy. Okay, this one's interesting. Unless he has Earthquake, we are fine. But even if he does, it's going to take him a long time to get there. And we either kill him or we do enough damage that we... I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. If he's able to get through the Drapion, he's not. Okay. I was going to say, if he's able to get through the Drapion here, then he has a charge move ready on this Oranguru. But he just resigns. We won! Because our team was better there. We had a better comp. But that was crazy. Let's go to the instant replay. I don't like doing that, you know, rewinding, taking up all your day. Yeah, I know you guys want to see action. But let's take a look, because that was pretty interesting. And there had to have been some shenanigans there. Because there's no way, right, that they beat me in CMP? Let's take a look. Let's go to instant replay, Bob. Okay, there's me. There's two of me. This isn't even live, so... And that's then a Shadow, right? See how it looks? Okay, we need to see if we got a move off on the very first turn. Needed to get one off, we have. Only one of those times did it not KO, and that was against the Dunsparce, but other than that, it's a hyper bomb, and we're dropping it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, do we activate at the same time? You see me pressing. Yeah. See those white dots right here? That's me pressing. So this one's good for us because we... the way my voice sounds. Priority here. Okay, I'm spamming. I go first. Straight in the hide. So not only do I not lose a lag, I win. But now he's caught up. Okay, so maybe not. So now he's caught up. So this is just charge priority. How on God's green earth? Oh, and they correct. Hey, Marcia Baby's here again. Yesterday. Marcia Baby and I did some sub Sunday battles yesterday, so it was fun. But anyway, everyone can see your comments on YouTube. Thank you for correcting me. Giraffe a rig. Anyway, so that is just straight up BS, right? Is there any sort of someone who's a mathematician, who's good at all the number stuff, is there any sort of way at all that a Shadow Greninja can lose CMP to a regular Greninja? I'm built for bulk, okay? I have the stats you want on Greninja for PvP. Let me show you. So that's why I'm asking, because I know I have low attack, but on purpose, because I have more total stats, okay? But still, I still probably come in at a very high attack because that's the whole point of doing it this way. Anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But there's no way. Okay, so let's compare. We have a Greninja. Oh, okay, yeah, we have a Greninja we can compare to. Let's just do this because I want to find out, and maybe I'll educate you guys too. So actually, this is the wrong screen, but this is okay. So let's do this. Okay, so these stats are 13, 11, 15. Okay, remember that. I'll write it down. 13. Oh, I have it right here. So let me pull up this screen for you. Okay, so 13, 11, 15. This will tell us the exact attack. So Greninja here, regular. Okay, and let's put in the IVs. 13, 11, 15. So this is the stats for Great League. Okay, so it comes in at 1486 and it has a 140.9 attack. So that's what, this is just mine. I don't know what his is, but this is mine, which has really, really high attack, okay? So let's put in the shadow now. And the shadow stats. My shadow stats are... Let's put it on another screen so that way we can make sure we don't lose it. So the shadow stats are 1, 8, 14. Really? Okay. So, oh wow, okay. So it does come in higher, but that's not true. But is this include the 20% boost? Defense 99. No, because look at the defense. So this is without the 20% boost, if I'm not mistaken. So 140.9 versus 138.7. So maybe, I don't know, I'm not an expert, maybe you guys know. Maybe what it does, maybe the charge priority calculates off of the base stats and IVs before calculating shadow damage. Maybe the shadow damage only is an after the fact thing, whereas, does that make sense? Like the damage that comes on the health bar when you hit them is calculated on the shadow damage, but as far as the charge priority and who goes first, it ignores that. I'll have to chat GPT that and Google that because I didn't know that. I thought that a shadow would always win in a mirror match charge priority. Anyway, we looked it up. We saw the stats were the same. We saw that I didn't lose a turn and that I was first and that it was true charge attack priority. So anyways, we still won. Did I count that as a loss? Because we won, right? Now I'm all flustered. I don't remember. So that's 4. So that's 9. So this one we went 3 and 2. So we went 3 and 2, 2 and 3, and 3 and 2. So that should be 7. Yes. So we're 7 and 3. Or I don't know. What are we? Frick. Let's just call it 6 and 3. Yeah, that's right. Because we had 9 battles. Okay. 6 and 3. I'm doing it the wrong thing. 6 and 3. I'm doing it wrong. Okay, no, I got it. All right, we're back on track. That threw us off of that derailed us a little bit, but it's not going to stop us from laying the hyper bombs. Okay, back in it. We figured it out. We got it all sorted out. That was weird. Having a Greninja mirror match where we didn't win charge priority, that threw me for a loop. I wanted to investigate, but whatever. It's over. We're back in it right away. This one's interesting. Grass and bug. So this is bad for Greninja. So we Hydro Cannon, then we get out. Actually, it's bug and ground. Okay, I don't know. I don't know this Pokemon. I thought it was grass and bug. So obviously he shields here, and then gets. Oh, so he's ground. So that's not good. But we're spamming water. We got double water Pokemon. So he probably shields this too. But we have to shield because he's got ground. He may have Earthquake or something. Or Drill Run or something like that. So we definitely shield here. Because Drapion will just die if we don't. Bug Buzz. Okay. Okay, so now what do we do? So Samurott has fighting, but it's neutral. So I think we just stay in it here. I think we just stay in it with the Drapion. Spam as much as we can. Tank it. Greninja spam some Hydro Cannon. This might be a Hydro Cannon, actually. Probably is. Okay, Sacred Sword. Okay, that's resisted. Can we get there? Nope. This one's gonna be tough. This is a hard one for us. Okay, we shield this and... Nah, I guess we don't. I guess we just all in on the... I've never come up against this Pokemon, so this one's tough. The problem is he still has shields. I mean, we have a shield, so I guess we shield one Sacred Sword. I don't know how much damage it does. It's probably pretty good. But this one's tough. This is one of those matchups that I've never come up against that probably just beats everyone. I think we just try and fast move this down, to be honest. I guess we have to Earthquake because we're maxed out on energy and there's no point in wasting it. Let's undercharge. Undercharge, it doesn't matter, we'll probably kill anyways. If it doesn't kill, that's probably ideal. We should have not gotten any bubbles there. Frostlass. So obviously we're not gonna Hyper Beam anyway because she's a ghost. But I think we're out of it in this one. I don't see a way for us to win because the Samurott is going to beat us anyways, and Frostlass can spam some avalanches that will do enough damage. So good team by this guy or girl. Oh, he's got triple axle anyway. It's okay, we lost. Wow, I do not have an answer for Samurott at all, especially when it plays out like that, where he's got a bug, Samurott, and then something else, because the bug bite is just way too oppressive on Greninja. I can't even get to moves. Shiny? No shiny. Morpeko's one that I have been very thankful that they banned out of this meta. I guarantee if Morpeko was in this meta and they allowed it, it would have been on every single team. Because it's a dark type and its move, Aura Will, is just crazy OP. Anyway. Okay, 6-4. We got a winning record. We're halfway through so far. We've had a little hiccup here and there, but we're maintaining a winning record. So far, this team is working out. That was a really tough matchup. You know, the Ghost beating, not having a chance to use the Hyper Beam, which would have got shielded anyways. The Samurott fighting Water type. It was just, that one was tough. Okay, Obstagoon. Okay, we got to get out of this one. Let's just go straight into the Drapion here. I don't even want to mess with it with the Greninja. So let's just Aqua Tail spam here, get as much damage as we can. He probably won't shield. Again, Drapion doesn't have shield pressure, but he's got damage. We'll put down the damage. We resist. Whatever he throws, we resist. Fighting is neutral, but anything else he throws is going to be, yeah, resisted. So neither of us are doing damage. That's okay. So we may overcharge a little bit on the next turn just in case he decides to switch out. Okay, we're winning the wet noodle fight here. Let's just, okay. Now we shield. Let's shield. We have some energy now, so we overcharge here. And then we have a move ready for the next person. So at least we get one move in. Actually, let's switch now. Now we'll switch back into the Greninja. And I just hope it's a good matchup. I hope it's not a bug. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, Dragalge. This is actually okay for us. Because Dragalge spams Aqua Tail. Or if he charges big, it's an Outrage. But if he charges really, really, really big, then we'll probably just shield. And we'll Night Slash him down by then. Because we just do so much energy. Like, look at that. So now for sure we force a shield. So we'll just use our last shield here. If he has a double Aqua Tail, good job, he wins. My screen's a little laggy. That didn't look good. And now Licky Licky can bring it home. I think we tank this. I think this is a bait. It is. A good call. Good call. Let's go. It doesn't help us though. But we did save a shield. So that's actually really good. So let's do this. Let's use, no. I was gonna say let's use the Drapion saved energy there. But this is actually better. Cleaver's really good for us. Earthquake is neutral. So I hope he just tanks it thinking it's a body slam, which is resisted. But he'll probably shield. He'll probably shield. He doesn't, and we do big damage. Okay, that's good. Now we don't shield this. I don't think this is an outrage. I think it's another Aqua Tail. Oh, it is an outrage. Good job. That was good damage. Not enough, but good. So let's do this. A switch and okay, that was fine. Let's just shield. It was kind of a catch, but I wanted to get my move off because the move will kill, and I wanted to get rid of it. So I was hoping that move would come out before he did his move, and then I just let the Drapion go down here. Oh, okay, okay. Lucas, come on, dude. I took one extra turn to see if he had another Pokemon, and that's my fault for not counting. That's so annoying. If I would have known, which I never know because I'm stupid and I never pay attention, that that was his last Pokemon, I would have went into the Earthquake. But because I took a second to look up to just double check, I didn't want to use the Earthquake if he had one more Pokemon left because then I lose either way. But I took one extra turn, which is 3 turns of a rollout, and I didn't get my move off. Dang it. Damn it, Lucas, that was a win. I should just put that in the win box because that was a win. That's just stupidity. It's just one, I do that every stream. I have a win and there's something I could have done and I just didn't do it. Stupid. Stupid. All right, licky licky. So he's probably spamming Body Slam. We'll find out. If he is, then we just probably shield. And we just force shields on him or get rid of him. That's fine. Okay, this is fine. So this is okay because we're forcing shields now. And he switched in a good matchup here, but it's okay because we have something that resists now. So we can tank his lunges and discharge with Drapion. You know, not all day long, but we could tank one for sure. So I should have switched into the Licky Licky to be honest, but I'm sticking with the program here, keeping the Licky Licky healthy till a no shield situation where I can really build it up. Perfect. Okay, so now he's out of shields. So now we let the Drapion go down. We save all of our shields for the Licky Licky or the Greninja, which we can still use. Actually, let's go back on the Greninja. No, the Greninja's almost dead. We have to save it for a catch. Okay, but look at this. Oh, we just Hyper Beam this Miltank and destroy him. Okay, ready? We'll tank a Body Slam. Actually, we'll just shield this because it's probably a Hyper Beam, or he's going double Body Slam. I mean, an Ice Beam. Okay, that's good. That's okay. So this is a Body Slam for sure. So we'll tank one. That's okay. He baited out a shield, but guess what? He's about to eat a Hyper Bomb for his troubles. Ready? It doesn't matter anyways. We saved 2 shields, but we probably don't need any of them. So using it's fine. Boom! 90% damage. Okay, now we catch with Greninja. Just like that. Perfect catch. We don't need the Greninja anymore anyways. So that was perfect. To get off a no health catch on him like that, that's like salt in the wound for this guy. Okay, so now we Hyper Beam this Licky Licky. We still have shields, so we should win here. He can Body Slam spam us if he has Body Slam. If he doesn't, oh, look at that. Look at that. So let's shield. The biggest damage. Okay, good bait. So either way, now he doesn't have a move to kill us. So we fast move him down. I don't think this is Earthquake. This is either Body Slam or Shadow Ball. If it is, okay, perfect. We should be able to tank one more move from Galvantula. I don't understand why the name doesn't come up in time. Like, it should show you the name immediately so you can make your decision. Okay, this is okay. That's bullshit, dude. That's fucking bullshit. I waited and I didn't throw a move because I wanted to see if it was the Galvantula or not. That's bullshit, dude. God, this freaking game pisses me off, man. I was in a good mood until that match. That's 2 in a row that I should, okay. The other day, we promised we weren't gonna rage anymore on stream. I need a meditation. I need a meditation that says something about like, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Because like my brain from years of competitive gaming is wired to think that you failed if you don't win. And I don't think that way. We're just having fun either way. So I need to like take a second to let my brain unwire the idea that those 2 losses back to back are a negative thing in my life, because they don't matter. Who cares? 6 months from now, am I going to remember these 2 losses? No. So why fret? Anyways, good life advice brought to you by BetterHelp. Just kidding. That would be a good sponsor. That's like the perfect sponsor for me. Okay, that's fine, because what that tells me is my team is good. It was just bad execution. So that just forces me to get better. So that way I can practice and work on these things and not let those kind of things happen. Like in my mind, I was like, let's look and see what Pokemon he's coming out with before we just throw a move. And it doesn't show you fast enough. I thought that the name came on screen and then the animation of him flopping out came. But that's not the case. And so I just died right away. He just came in and did a move. So like, I don't know what to do there. I guess I could have just guessed, and if I guess, I lose either way. So it's kind of a rock and a hard place. So if it's the Galvantula and I use my move, no, I guess it's a 50-50. So if it is the Galvantula and I use my move, then I lose because the Miltank wins when he comes in with the move. If it's the Miltank and I do a move, then the Galvantula is not charged and my rock move probably one-shots him. So it's kind of a 50-50 there, but I didn't understand that. I was thinking I would see the name and I'd be able to make a decision there. Let's go into the Greninja here. Let's get out this last shield. So we'll just use our shields here. His fast move damage is probably going to take care of us, but as long as we can get out this last shield, Licky Licky's in good position. All we're trying to do is force this last shield. It doesn't matter if Greninja dies. So if he tanks it and he survives, then worst case scenario. Okay, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. So he's strong against the Licky Licky too, but not without shields. And we have a shield, so we just do it. I don't know, this one's tough. I don't know if Licky Licky can beat 3 people without any energy, because we're gonna have to use some now. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. The Ariados we can probably beat with fast moves. I think it was almost gone. And then we gotta Hyper Beam the last person. It's gonna be close. I don't know. Yeah, we should be okay. If we can get to an Earthquake, actually whoever their last Pokemon is has no energy, so we should be okay here. I think we win here. Oh, especially because it's weak to ground. So for sure we win now. What? That doesn't kill him? How on the earth? Now I actually am raging. How on earth can a Pyroar, who's not even a tanky Pokemon, tank an Earthquake, which is a super effective, extremely strong move? What are the damage calcs on that? Pyroar is not tanky at all. Like, not even, like normal Pokemon that are neutral to Earthquake die to Earthquake. 97 defense and 126 stamina. That's horrible. That's terrible. Glass Cannon. Someone explain. Someone please, for the love of God, explain. The only argument that I want to hear anyone make is that It's not a stab move, so it doesn't do the extra 20%. It doesn't matter. It's a glass cannon Pokemon versus one of the strongest, if probably the strongest ground moves in the game. It's not a drill run. It's not a freaking sand something or other, scorching sand. It's an earthquake. Okay, that's it. My ranting's over. Thank you for listening. Sometimes I just need you guys to listen to me. You know, like, it's not going to change anything. Time's not magically going to reverse and give me the win back or anything like that. But sometimes you just need to get it off your chest. That's freaking BS, man. Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me, though, right? Glass cannon can take an earthquake after a rock throw, by the way, which is super effective. Okay, new match, whatever. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, we outspam the Mighty Ina hardcore here. So we'll just shield up the Greninja, force shields, go in an advantage. Hopefully, you know, maybe we need to get Licky in sooner. He just dies, wow. Maybe we just get Licky in sooner is the play. So he has time to build up energy. Obstagoon, okay, Obstagoon for sure we bait out shields with. The problem is his fast move is just so oppressive. Like, I don't even get to a second Hydro Cannon before he kills me. See? Whatever. Okay, we definitely don't force out any more shields here, but we just whittle him down. Tank his moves. He tanks ours. And then we go into a 1v1 with the Licky. Hopefully with no shields. But with shields, we're going to be in bad shape. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I guess we keep our shields too is the only thing we can do. And he catches. Wow. So the good news is our Licky beats the Ariados, especially with shields. So now we can build up enough energy to take on the Obstagoon. So let's not shield. It'll do some damage, but we'll tank it well enough. We don't want to take 3 of those, but yeah, now we just double shield. So we just double shield and fast move him down. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna undercharge an earthquake here and hope it doesn't kill, but we have to expend some energy here because all the extra energy that we have will just go to a waste, but this will do some damage. Okay, force out a shield, even better. So that's even better. So now we can definitely fast move him down here and have a hyper beam ready for the Obstagoon, which an earthquake will probably do. And now we drop, oh, an earthquake would have been fine. Did you see his health bar? An earthquake would have been totally fine there. So now this is tricky, actually. Now let's just do this. We want to get him, there you go, that's fine. We want to get him within rock throw kill range, or roll out kill range. So now I don't think he gets to a move before we roll him out. Yep, there you go. That was close. That could have been, it could have been close enough to where something different happened, but it wasn't. We won. All right, 7-7, back up. Back in the driver's seat here, back to even. We had 3 BS losses in a row. I highly recommend you rewind if you want to see some absolute total travesty of some BS. Just to sum it up for you. We came against a Pyroar. We hit the Pyroar with an earthquake, who didn't die, survived and killed us. Then we looked up the stats. Pyroar is a glass cannon. So a glass cannon took a super effective, huge damage move and survived. Anyways. So we just gonna, okay. We didn't fall for the catch. I knew he was gonna do that. Of course he's gonna do that. Why would you want to waste a shield? So that was good. Good catch there. So if this is a fast move right now, we don't block because it's an Aqua Tail. If it would have been 1 or 2 more hits, we would have blocked because it would have been a crunch. Either way, they're both resisted. So we're in good shape here. Okay, Fell Stinger. That's super effective. Gives him a boost, but it doesn't do very much damage. So this is actually really, really good. So now he's probably running Fell Stinger and Crunch. And we just go into the Drapion here. Okay, perfect. That's okay. This is going to do nothing. Farm him down. We beat the Frostlass as well with the Drapion. So actually what we should have done, we should have went into the Licky, but it's okay. I was going to say, we don't want the Licky against the Frostlass, but even if we do, that's okay too. So we definitely want the Licky in ASAP against the Goliscopod, especially because we do super effective damage to the Goliscopod. But we got to charge up enough energy to take out the Frostlass. And an Earthquake will do mega damage, even though it's not super effective. Okay, that's fine. So no shields. And then we come in, roll them out with the rollouts on Licky. We still got shields. We are sitting in a pretty driver's seat here. 2 shields. Look at this. Ready? So now we just drop the Earthquake. I wish we could drop a Hyper Bomb on them, but she's resisted, so we'll just Earthquake, but it'll be good enough. That's good damage. We'll shield the next one. Boom! Oh, look at this. Rock damage is just enough. So actually we won't even use another Earthquake. We'll shield this. Do we have 2 shields? Yeah, I think we still have another shield. So even if the Furry Cutter comes in, yep, this is fine because we still have another shield. We just roll him out as well. Either way, we can use a charge move here. It doesn't matter. We win either way. We'll use it just so there's no more damage on us. I hate when my touchscreen does that. And now we have 3 Pokemon to get the job done. Oh, her Frostlass already went down. I thought the Frostlass switched out with 1 health. That works too. That works too. All right, 8 and 7. We're winning. We're back in the driver's seat here. We play 20 matches. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us. We got the Big Lick energy. We're running Hyper Beam and Earthquake because we don't have Body Slam. And trust me when I say this, when we drop a Hyper Beam on someone, their health bar goes bye-bye. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if against that Pyroar, if the Hyper Beam would have killed him. I thought the super effective Earthquake was a guaranteed KO. I was like, there's no way on Earth anyone, much less a glass cannon, survives an Earthquake. That's super effective. So anyways, it didn't work out that way, but whatever. 8 and 7, 5 more matches to go. It's all going according to plan. We've had some ups and downs, but I think we can finish this last one out strong here. Okay, good matchup for us here. I don't know the moves on a Kamala. Does it have like a Trailblaze? We'll just shield right away. Just because I don't know what it uses. I think it has a Trailblaze, which we don't want to take anyways. And we'll just go shield for shield here. I don't know if that was fast enough to get to a Trailblaze. It's probably a Body Slam, right? But either way, we out spam. I mean, we're a Greninja. Okay, Bulldoze. That's good to know. So that's good to know because we don't want our Drapion taking that. Because that is super effective and it will hurt. Hydro Cannon. Okay, we got the shields out of him. And that's fine. He'll get the shields out of us too. But now Licky is in prime position to drop a Mega Hyper Bomb. Okay, let's see if he tries to go for a catch here. Okay, he doesn't. He does. So we actually went with Night Slash, which was the right play. They're the same energy, but I was thinking he was going to do that. But the reason I chose Night Slash anyways is because, just like that, it has a chance to give us an attack boost. So now this does even more damage, which it'll be good. It's not going to destroy the Dragonair, but... And then, oh, it does destroy the Dragon. Now it's just over. Now it is hardcore over. Now we farm the Kamala down. No shields is fine. Farm him down. Whoever he brings in, as long as it's not a ghost type, is going to eat a hyper bomb. Their health bar is going to disappear in front of your eyes like David Blaine on, I don't know. I was trying to come up with a magic reference. Okay, but it's going to disappear. Ready? Watch. Ready? Ready? Get ready. Get ready. Are you watching? Are you ready? Oh, it's a ghost. Freaking another Frostlass. Dang it. I wanted you guys to see it. Why are we coming up against Frostlasses now? My touchscreen is wigging now. Still good damage. Now we catch. Good catch, which is fine. Either way, we're fine because we're dark here. So one crunch kills. Actually, an Aquatail probably kills. Let's just use Aquatail. Just so she doesn't randomly get to another avalanche and do that thing that happens to us where we have a guaranteed win and then we lose. Yeah, that was smarter. Got the dub! I want to drop hyper bombs though, man. I was so ready to just hit that hyper beam. 180 damage if you guys haven't seen. I'll update you real quick. I was so ready. Oh, it's only 150. I thought it was 180. Anyway, I was ready to press that hyper beam and watch anyone, whoever it was, his health bar dropped. Of course, it's the ghost. The only ghost in the entire meta. Maybe some people use Dragapult, but anyway. So, oh well, we still got it done. Earthquake's still good. So, yeah, we're using the big damage moves. It's going good. It's going good. I had to crack my neck a little because, like, those a few losses did stress me a little bit, but we're in it. Okay, so this has to be an AFK, right? No? Okay, he's fighting. He's fighting the good fight. So double is a counter to Greninja because it has electric and fighting. So we'll go into, let's go into the Drapion here. So we'll tank it. We're gonna tank it and I'll tell you why. It's very rare that they rip a wild charge immediately after switching in because wild charge gives you a huge defense drop. And if you're gonna be stuck in the match, especially if I have a shield, it's not very often someone will debuff themselves that hard. So now we just go into Aquatail and spam it out here. We'll tank this. So actually, now we shield. Now this might be a wild charge. No, it's not. Okay, that's all right. That's perfectly fine. Well, I don't want to get hit with a wild charge because that energy expenditure is so efficient for him to get a lot of damage off that it's not worth tanking. Oh, so he does get one. This has to be a body slam though because he didn't have enough energy to get there now for sure. Yeah. He may not even have it, to be honest. Okay, water. We did get there. That was close. I wasn't sure if we were going to get there because the Incinerate is so big damage, but it's 4 turns long, so the animation didn't come through completely. Good. Perfect. Now we just Hydro Cannon our way to victory here. Okay, we shield here, of course. I don't even know what he's going to throw, but we're going to shield either way. And we're definitely going to get that last shield out here. Flamethrower, that's okay. Okay, so this is actually okay. I hope we can get rid of him here. I'm not gonna try and do a catch with the Lickilicky because he uses superpower. And if this is a superpower and I take it with the Lickilicky, it'll do mega damage. And now that he's gonna lower his defense, because this lowers his attack and defense, I would much rather be in this now against a lowered attack and a lowered defense Malamar. Even though he's gonna keep superpowering, I think I can beat him now. I think I can get rid of him with an Earthquake. See, because he lowered his attack too. I think Earthquake gets rid of him, and then I should be able to fast move. Yeah, Earthquake with the double defense drop for sure gets rid of him. And then I think I can get rid of the Litleo with rock throws, with rollouts. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. One more. No, one more. Okay, we still got there. That was close. If he had any sort of spam move there that he could have got off, maybe we lose there. But he didn't, and we won. So that's what happened. You know, because you saw it. All right. It is Monday, 10-7. We're doing good. Today's going really, really well. Actually, there's been a few losses, a little bit of rage built up in my system, but not enough to put me over the edge. So we're winning. Okay, hard counter here. We get out of this. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to get into the licky right away. And, you know, like, he has shield, so we're probably not going to be able to get a move off here. That's not going to be shielded, which is unfortunate. But we'll just use our fast move damage to do a bunch of damage here. So the Kingdra. So let's just Hyper Beam. I mean, that's all we can do anyways. We got some good damage against the Galvantula. So maybe he just doesn't shield. Good, yes! Big damage. That was perfect. That was exactly what we needed. So, Licky's done its job. Maybe this is even a Swift and I survive. Probably not. Octazooka, yeah. But Licky did its job. Now we can go into the Greninja here. Night Slash. Force a shield for sure. We'll probably switch in the Drapion. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and shield, because this is probably another Octazooka, so I might as well shield his bigger moves. Outrage, so that was the right shield. Okay, now he's in it with Venomoth. So let's throw some crunches at him. Do as much damage as we can. I mean, we definitely don't want that Greninja in against the Galvantula, because it kills even on fast moves. So let's use our shield here, because it's not going to help us in the Greninja matchup anyways. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to undercharge this, give my Greninja a chance to come in, and then that way I can build up energy before the Galvantula gets there. And oh, he blocked anyways. Okay, perfect. Okay, shit. I thought he was out of shield. If this is a bug move, we probably die. Okay, it's not. Oh, we die anyways? Wow. Wow. Okay, we're okay. If we can get there, yes. Okay, so we're okay. Does a Crunch kill the Galvantula, though? Crunch or 2 Aqua Tails? What do we do? Who does he have, though? It is the Galvantula. Okay, we have to do 2 Crunches here. If we can get there, we probably don't even get to a second Crunch. And he caught it. Dude, there's no way. There's no way that timing. Dude, there's no way. You have to be able to, like, you have to be able to move after the fact, right? Like, there's no way he timed it that perfect. Like, he had to have. We win. We still win. Dude, there's no way. There's no way that he can time it like that, right? Like, there's no way. That's bullshit, dude. There's no way. I guess the reason that worked for him is because his fast move is so many turns that it was waiting for his animation to come out. I thought for sure, 100%, when I saw his animation. See, this is the things I don't know about the game and why I get mixed up and I lose. Because I don't know if you press it before your animation's over, does it count when your animation's finished? Or if my move comes out in the turn that your animation is going, does it force you to stay in? In that case, I don't think so. I think it was pretty obvious that the move that I threw came out before his switch animation. Therefore, he should have been forced to take it and not have time to switch still. Who uses Blissey, by the way? I think we just switch into the Licky here, build up a lot of energy, because Blissey does 0 damage. So we might as well take this time to build up our energy. Maybe she has Hyper Beam or something, but her attack is so low anyways that it'll do no damage. And she just lowers her defense, so. That gives us a chance to build up a lot of energy here. Okay, we'll tank this, and then let's Earthquake just to be on the safe side here, because we don't want a Hyper Beam blocked. And even if he tanks it, we've seen that he survives with full health, so he might even survive, so that's okay. So now a second Earthquake will kill for sure. So now we just invest into the shields here and get off a second Earthquake. In Dunsparce, honestly, we don't even really need to get rid of that hard, so let's actually switch. Let's get into the Greninja here. And we'll use our second shield here. We'll get rid of his shield, and that's better. Because we want that Lickalily to be able to drop a Hyper Beam with no shield against the last person he has. I messed up there. I frickin' Blissey catch again, dude. You're annoying. You're so annoying. People are playing good against me. They're timing the catches really well. We still have a whole Drapion though, so I think we're doing just fine. Okay, this for sure will bait a shield. And guess what? Guess what's coming after that? An Earthquake. So we pretty much got this one wrapped up, I'd say. Yep. Do we have an Earthquake though? Not quite, but now we do. So now this person is bye-bye. And the Lickalicky and the Drapion should be able to bring it home. Ooh, he doesn't die. See what I mean? Like, okay, Muck is tankier than the Pyroar, so I get that. But the Pyroar, I don't think the Pyroar should have survived at all. So now our Drapion just wins. Ooh, a Drill Run doesn't kill, but does he have two? If he has two Drill Runs, then this game is just out to get me. He might. He might. He might. Nope, he doesn't. Okay, that was close. He did really good there. He did good preserving all his energy, so I wouldn't have doubted it. If he would have had two Drill Runs there, I wouldn't have even got upset because it would have just been great play. He had two catches that game. He had a Blissey to soak up damage, which I don't think is a good play, but the Blissey, no. But the Dunsparce, he played really well. So anyways, last match of the day, 11-9, 11-8. Either way, we leave today with the winning record. So let's get right into the Lickalicky right here, build up some energy, and we're actually going to... Nah, we're not going to shield. Okay, we will... Okay, it's a mirror match. So let's do this. Let's Hyper Beam. We're going to tank this Body Slam, obviously. Then we're going to Hyper Beam, because he's not going to shield. Lickalickies don't shield, but he doesn't know we have a Hyper Beam. He does not know, and this is going to do massive damage. Ready? 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 Boom! Ooh, he shields? Why? Why would you shield? I mean, I did a big charge there, so now, let's do it again. We're gonna do it again. We probably can't get there, but we'll use one shield just so we can get there. We'll use one shield. If he blocks it, then that's fine. We're up on shields. He probably will, because we've already shown our cards now. He doesn't. And we fast move farm him down, even, ooh, we didn't. But we have a shield, we'll just use it. But we fast move farmed him down, so now we have a Hydro Cannon ready. And is he out of shields now? He's still got a shield. Damn it. Ugh. It's so hard to like play fast. Okay, we're okay, we survive. Okay, we got to 2 Hydro Cannons and that's the difference. Now we just win. Unless he's got a frickin' Dunsparce in the back to beat a Drapion, we should just win here. Hydro Cannon just wins. Beats Beedrill. So the question is who does he have in the back that can beat a Drapion? But we saved... Okay, Milotech. So Milotech doesn't hard beat Drapion. So, and we saved for a catch. If we can pull it off, we have 2 chances for a catch. Not really, because your switch timer runs out after 1. Oh, yeah. If he's going to throw Aqua Tails, we should be good. So we do 1 move and then catch. Ready? Ready? 1. Well, we don't even have a timer, so never mind. We survive this. There's no way this is an outrage. So we should win. Crunch should kill. I believe Crunch kills here. I believe Crunch kills. If not, one fast move will from Greninja, Licky Licky, or Drapion. So we should finish this out with a win. 12-8. That's pretty good. I would say that's actually very good. We should have went 15-5. There was 3 matches that we lost that were wins that we just made the wrong decision at the very end. It's like when you're playing chess and all you have to do is move into checkmate, and at the very end you do something random and then they checkmate you, but you're like, you had a checkmate on the board, you just didn't see it quite quick enough. Anyways, so 3 of those matches went that way, but the rest went really well. 12-8, winning record. We should have a counter on the screen that shows how many days we have winning records versus losing records. So let's collect our rewards. Shiny, no shiny. So let's take a look at this. Here's something interesting. So yesterday, I actually got to exactly, if you look on the top right there, 1,000 battles. So these 20 put me at 1,020. That's a lot of battling. You would think I'd be much better after battling 1,000 times. I'd have plenty of experience. But anyways, 1,000 matches and we've won over 500. So not by much. We're pretty even. But for the most part, we have a winning record. So I'm pretty happy about that. So anyways, it is Monday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. That's going to be it for us here today. Maybe you're watching this later on this evening. You're at work right now and you're just watching the replay later. But either way, if it's later, I hope you have a great night. If you're watching it live, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. It's the kickoff to a brand new week, so I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll be back tomorrow at the exact same time with some more Pokemon Go stuff for you. And I'm going to put together another Spice team. I really like this Hyper Bomb that we were able to drop. I wish we were able to hit a few more. There was a few Frostlasses that we didn't use it against and a few other ones. And that would have been a little bit more exciting of a montage to be able to have 5 or 6 of those that we hit. Or we hit probably 5 or 6, but at least like 10. But anyways, tomorrow we're going to come up with something fun as well. That way you have a really cool thing to see. That way we can drop the hammer or do something unique, something different to keep it exciting and keep it fun. Anyway, oh, by the way, tomorrow is the very last day for this cup. Then we go back to regular meta. So, you know what? Thank God. Honestly, I'm pretty tired of this cup. Like, I'm tired of the limited bugs, darks, and normals. Like, I'm ready to go back to regular meta, to be honest. I even have, like, started putting together some teams. I got this Metacham. Let me update you on my Metacham, by the way. I showed you guys this like 2 weeks ago. So Metacham, to get ready for PvP, requires, well, less now that I spent a lot, but 366,000 Stardust, 150 candy, and 296 XL candy. So you have to max it out just to play in Great League. I've got to 145 candy. I use him as my buddy here. I've been throwing him Poffins and getting him collecting as much XL candy as possible. So we've got up to 145, and I'm saving my XL rare candy for it. So 145 plus 111, that's 256. So we only need 40 more between XL and regular and between rare XL and XL. We only need 40 more. So I hope we can get it done in the next week and have it ready for when we're back to regular meta. But also, this upcoming Love Cup, which is, I think it's gonna be stupid, but anyway, we got this Love Cup Great Edition, Great League Edition. We'll try it out. Only allows, where's it at? Red or pink colored Pokemon. And guess what? Metacham's pink. So we'll, oh, you're not even looking at my screen. I'm sorry. Here you go. So Love Cup Great Edition right here is, I didn't mean to do that. Only red or pink colored Pokemon. So we have a pink one. We'll have to put together a cool team for that. So we'll try that out. But other than that, I'm excited to get back to regular meta. So regular meta will be a lot of fun. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow.